Hello everyone and welcome to GilBroz Gaming Channel. I am the Dude. We're about to play Conflict of Nations and we're going to be doing a bit of a starting off guide today, guys. So I don't have many tips to offer, but I have a nice starting line for what we do every game. It seems to be okay, so it might help you out, it might not, but there's a bunch of other people that put their guides on and I'm going to add to it by giving you more options. So here's the way I do things. Let's start a new game. You can see I've already got 6 on the go, but we'll start a new one. We'll join this. This is just a normal 1x game. Things don't really change too much in a 4x game. Just make sure you stay active, guys. That is the main thing. Stay active in both games, but especially 4x games. So we're going to select random nation because it doesn't really matter who you go for. There are some... oh god, with Canada. Okay, so there are some differences with what I would do on a startup. But say we've got Canada. It's not a nation I'm really that familiar with, but we have USA to fight. Now you need to make a decision at the start of your game whether you want to be aggressive or if you want to be defensive and then aggressive. So in the case of Canada, I think we need to take USA. It's got to be. But we don't have that kind of power to beat them, right? Because they'll smush us. So we need to be taking Quebec, which we'll go and do. So another way to start is take out the NPC nations if you can safely do so. Never leave any city with nothing in it unless you're in this sort of situation here where they would have to travel for days to get here by sailing. So this is pretty safe to do so at the moment. There's no point of land contact other than coming from Chicago. If they come from Chicago, the likelihood is they're going to be coming into Toronto. So we're going to go and watch the sea there. And then we can take the whole lot of them out. So with buildings wise, what I like to do is you get all your cities. Yeah, like so. We're going to start off with recruitment officers. Now this is, I've done different plays before, but this is the one I've settled on at the moment. It seems to be most effective for my I'm more of a defensive play style. So we're going to go with National Guard. So get some National Guard. That is your first job. Get the recruiting officers going, get National Guard being researched. Excellent. So, like I say, there will be some differences to which nation you are, but that will always be the same. The second technology we're going to want to do, we have more land cities than we have sea cities, right? Well, we don't, we have the same amount. But, for instance, I'm going to want to go on land to take the USA. That's my objective here, so our next technology is going to be based on that. So we can look through what we have access to on day 1. I like to go main battle tanks. It's up to you what you want to do. But day 1, we need that extra research. So we're going to go with recon vehicles. Now some people, there's other guides on there that are really good. You know, you find your style. This is just another option that might give you some ideas. Some guides, they like to go combat recon vehicles straight away, and that's what they're going to build. I prefer to have National Guard because of the extra defensive buff in cities, so they're going to defend your cities nicely. Not saying that these don't have it. What do they have? Meh. So there's no modifiers for those, so I might be right here. Whereas your National Guard plus 50% defense bonus inside a city or a neighborhood. You know, they're getting much better defenses. So I like to use those because I'm a defensive player and I like to take opportunities once I've defended. So like this area, for instance, if America attack us, we will defend. If it's in the first few days, we'll be able to defend it. After that, they're going to outpower us because they're going to have a lot more production than we do. That's just in this case, so you have to assess your enemies. You need to be looking. We've got sluice juice going. Look, rank 50 Master Sergeant. Knows what they're doing. They've been playing it for a while. Okay, so we might end up in a coalition with them. As Canada, might be worthwhile. Just saying. It's hard to go against them, but their land is massive. Problem is, our land is massive, so it could be mutual destruction. So once you've got set up, you've got all your recruitment centers being built. Perfect. You've got your research being researched, your National Guard and your recon vehicles in this case. There might be other ways, like other nations, where you've got access to frigates straight away. If you're an island nation, it might be worth getting boats earlier than I am. It also might be worth getting some ASF or some strike fighters. We have strike fighters available to us on day one, which will be very handy, but that's probably going to be the third technology we go for, because I need a land force to take and hold land. Once these are built and the technology is researched, so for those items you've got half an hour for these, half an hour for those, so they will finish at the same time. We will queue up National Guard in every city. Once that's done, we will then build arms industries in every city. So it's going to start your economy off. Nice. That's going to get going. What we need to do then is we need to be looking around on all your land. All of it. Okay, so we look at every tile of land. Some nations will be quicker and some nations will have more than others. But we're looking for local resources, which apparently Canada has none of. What the heck? Don't be Canada. I've really got nothing. All this land. Okay, so if you have any local resources, if you're lucky enough to have something, oh my god, like this, okay, so these are your local resources. You want to be getting local industry set up. The main things you want to be focusing on for your local industry are going to be what you're kind of missing up here. Okay, so if you have 2 cities with supplies, you don't need to get a local industry with supplies. But for instance, components and supplies are used in pretty much everything. They're the main resources you need to be focusing on. You're going to need manpower, but you're going to be worrying about that in later game. You need rare materials. Some people like to buy them all off the market straight away, which you can do using your starting money, and that can help you. But you're going to remember, at the start you're going to be using them for the research and your arms industries. Local industries don't cost rare materials. If you want to save up like that and you've got fuel can be a good one, because it saves you worrying about an arms industry. Rare materials are good because you are going to need them. We are going to want to get strikers out. We're going to use up all of those to get all of our arms industries going. So it'll help you rebuild after. So yeah, that's my guide to starting off, guys. My recommendations: you need to be getting Navy out quickly. So figure out your plan to get your Navy out as fast as you can if you're an island nation. You need land troops if you are landlocked. So get your land troops out as fast as you can. National Guard are a good way I like to go. Got survivability and defense. Recon vehicles give you that extra little bit of punch. So you combine them with the defense, you've got a versatile army. Once you get strikers out, so once you've done that, and that, you're going to have a bigger punch. So you get some strikers out, especially in large land. You want to be getting your air stuff out early. Not super early, but in Canada's case, I need it as my third research. Once they are done, I'm going to be getting radar. That will help split up what I'm spending, because the cost is supplies, and it will help ease the components because I'm going to be using them for jets. Once they are done, I will get some frigates to guard my coasts. So there's the sort of work way through. You want to get your defensive infantry, your solid land unit, recon vehicle. You get your power punch, which are going to be our strikers. We want to be able to see what the enemy's doing, so we'll get our radars and we'll line them up as close to the borders as we can. We'll just knock out the odd one here and there. And then we want to be securing our coastlines. Now that's in the perfect game. Things might change, but with National Guard, they're the cheapest infantry going. You're not going to, and they take real quick to build them. So you're going to be able to knock up a defense real quick. So if someone's attacking you, you can repel them, and then you can opportunistically I can't speak today. You can take advantage of that and then go in. Especially with like USA, who have production power. You can't leave them sitting there too long. So I hope that's helped some people out. This is the way I play in all my games. Like I say, you do have to look into who you are, where you are. For instance, Chad, there's no water, so all your stuff can be focused on getting your recon vehicles, your infantry. You might then want to get a battle tank, and that'll make your units really solid to just push through the enemy. And you're going to want radars. Once you've done those 5 things, you then need to be looking at getting anti-aircraft. If the enemy has helicopters, get mobile anti-aircraft. Okay. If they have jets, use SAMs. If they have missiles, theatre defense system. That'll be later game. Missiles, aircraft, helicopters. I hope this helps, guys. I'm going to leave that one here. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it or would like to see more, please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. The dude is out.